tuning in to Glorious Vision Television. My name is Topo Ogini, and you are welcome to Live Tips. For those who are just joining us for the first time, Live Tips is an educative and informative program designed to offer safety advice, information, and to guide viewers in all areas where safety matters are concerned. It is to guide against every possible dangers, especially in and out of the home. It is to help you to know how you are supposed to react in any emergency situation that you may find yourself or your loved one. This program will also help you to know your safety rights and your responsibilities and how to keep safe from any forms of dangers. So if this is your first time, thank you for joining us. So on today's episode of Live Tips, we are going to be looking at visa application safety tips. Visa application safety tips. Since Live Tips is all about safety, it's all about making safety your priority in anything that you are doing. And like I will always say on this program that in every aspect of our life, we need to be safe first before we can accomplish anything. So today we want to look at visa application safety. I know a lot of people that want to japa, that wants to travel, and because there's so much rush about this jackpying, traveling out, and all the rest of them, we need to teach people on how they can be safe while they're trying to apply for a visa. Every year, millions of people around the world apply for visas to travel, study, or work abroad. However, many of these individuals are falling victim to visa application scams. You will agree with me. It may not have happened to you, but you may have had it happen to your neighbors, read it on social media, or you may have had something about a particular person being scammed as a result of trying to get visa. So that's why this topic is very, very important. So resulting in financial loss, when it happens like that, some people will lose money, some people will have identity theft, some will even have a lot of diverse issues. So scammers often pose as immigration officials, embassy staff, or visa consultants using fake websites, emails, phone calls to deceive unsuspecting applicants. I know about 2 or 3 or more people that this has happened to, and it was not something that is good at all. So we're going to consider the story of David, a student who was applying for a visa to study in the United States. And he received an email from a company claiming to be a visa consulting firm, offering to help him with his application. The company asked David to pay a fee of $1,000, which he paid via wire transfer. However, after paying the fee, David never heard back from the company, and his visa application was never processed. David has fallen victim to a visa application scam, losing $1,000 in the process. I'm sure you wouldn't want this to happen to you, and that's why I want you to pay attention to this particular topic, because I know that many people love to travel, and it is very, very important for you to have knowledge, to know what you are supposed to know so that you don't fall victim. A lot of people are even scared. You hear them, I'm scared, I don't want anybody to scam you. And a lot of people are coming out to do as if they are visa consultants, you know, that they can consult for you, they can help you to get jobs, they can help you to get your visa. They make a lot of promises, which many of them are all false, and that's why you need to be very, very careful. So to avoid a similar experience like that of David that I've just told now, there are some essential safety tips that you need to protect yourself from visa application if you are planning to go for one. So the first thing you do is you have to do a research and verification. You have to research their official government websites. They have a website that is very, very official, and they have, it depends on the country you are going. Whichever country you chose to go, they also have their embassy website for visa application. Official is not the fake. So you have to ensure that when you are dealing with any of these embassies, you are definitely dealing with the genuine and not the fake. When you are dealing with the website, you are also dealing with them directly and not an agent or people that just pretend to be one online. So you need to know this. Then you need to verify the authenticity of the visa application website. You must be very careful that you don't just choose any type of system or public Wi-Fi to apply. You must know that you are doing it where you trust the system, you trust the environment, so that people don't get your information or they don't come back and do what they are not supposed to do with your information. So it's very, very important that you know that. Then you must also check for reviews and testimonials from previous clients. Probably you are not doing it, you are not dealing directly with their website, which means that you are not doing it by yourself. You want to go through an agent. I know there are genuine agents too who are into this kind of business, and they are doing it. They are not frauding. They are not scams. They are doing it genuinely for people. So what am I saying is that you have to go out there and do a review. Get testimonies about these companies, about these agents who are not fraud, that they've done it, and you can see, you can get story from people who they have done it for, maybe from their friends, their family, or you go to their website and read reviews about people who can say, yes, this company helped I and my family to get our visa, and that's why we are here today. If you have not done that, somebody is just coming to you to tell you, I'm an agent, I can help you to process your visa, bring this so amount, just like David that we talked about, then you are going to be making a great mistake. I pray that you are not scammed. So you need to do that. Then you need to be very careful of unsolicited emails or phone calls from companies or individuals offering visa application services. Some people, there's so many tech gurus now. They can just do anything with this technology. So you need to be very careful. That's why sometimes you begin to wonder, how did this person get my number? How did they get my email address? Sometimes you see some unsolicited emails, some informations, some documents that you don't even know where they came from, and you begin to wonder, I didn't give these people my email address. How come? They are done by technology gurus that they understand all of this. So you need to be very careful. Once you come into your email and you see all of this, and you know that you did not apply or you did not discuss about visa application with anybody or any company, don't even bother go inside it and begin to say you want to check what they have for you. You need to be very, very careful. Or people that will just make a call to you. It has happened to me before. Somebody just called me and said, we have your form with us, you apply to travel to so and I didn't even allow him to go far. I just told him, I don't know what you are talking about, because I never remember applying for any visa or even coming to your office to get any form as such you are talking about. And that was how I just ended that call. So it's always good. Don't be too curious to the extent you want to hear it. Some people will say you want to hear it. These people, they have sugar-coated mouth that if you are not careful, when they begin to brainwash you, you will fall. So the best thing is, once you remember that you did not do anything like that, just end the call and allow the person to go. Then don't pay for services you didn't request. Never pay for any services. If somebody is calling you or they are sending messages to you that you need to pay for a particular or certain service that you know that you did not request for, please just ignore such. Another thing is that when you are making your visa application through online, you need to use the correct connection when you are applying for your visa application online, and avoid using public Wi-Fi or public computers where they can get your information, like I said. Then ensure that you keep your password and your login information secure and do not share it with anyone. And that's why it's very important that you use your own personal system, or you can make use of something that belongs to an environment where you trust them with anything that you want to do. The next thing is, keep your documents. Ensure that you keep your documents, including your passport, your visa application, secure. Do not share them with anyone. Ensure that they are always with you. Don't share your passport, don't share your visa application, your application form, your the photocopies of your passport page and all the rest of them. Please don't share them with anybody. If you are going to be doing that, like I said, ensure that you are dealing with somebody that you can trust, or you are dealing with the embassy directly. Those are the people that have the right to all this information or all these documents. If not, please, then always ensure that you make photocopies of your documents and keep them in a safe place in case the originals are lost or stolen, in case you lose them. So any document you are presenting at the embassy, ensure that you always have the photocopies at home with you. So in case anything happens to the original copies, like maybe they are lost or they are stolen or something just happened to them, you can always reach out for the photocopy. So don't always put down all the original copies without ensuring that you have extra copies with you. Then if you are going to be using a courier service, you know, your once you get your application form, especially if it is on site, you are not doing online. Okay, now you will need to do you need to send it through courier, even if it is online. There are times that you may want to do a printout and send it to the embassy. So all you need to do is you need to secure a courier service to send your documents to the embassy or consulate. That's what they are doing now. You use a courier to send your application form, your passport page, and every other information that you need to send to the embassy. You now use a courier service. Gone are those days that you have to go to the embassy and drop them yourself. Now you have to go through the courier services to do that. Then use a secure payment method. If you are making payments, there's always a fee applied to it. I mean, there's always a fee attached to your visa application. So when you are making your payments, please ensure that you are doing that through the right source to pay for your visa application. Ensure that it is through the right source, not through any agent or through anybody that you do not know. So ensure that you have their correct account details of where you are supposed to pay into, and always confirm before you finally make your payment. Then be very careful of fraudulent payment requests, and do not send money to anyone claiming to be from the embassy or consulate. You never can tell. That's why I said your visa application, doing it with your own system or with everything that belongs to you, or where you know that the environment is trusted. How do I mean it? If you are not doing that, if you are going to be using like public Wi-Fi or going to business centers, going to do it at the business center, they can get your information. And once they are able to get your phone number, your information and everything, then that's when you start receiving calls like, hello, is your name so, we are calling you from the embassy or consulate concerning your visa application. We want to tell you that you are supposed to make payment into this, because you know that you've done that already. You may not want to think that they are lying. You may want to believe, because it's a process. It's something that you are on it already, but you need to just ensure that you take all the precautions that you need to take before you make any payment, so that you'll not be paying into the wrong account and you might need to pay again, because they are not going to understand that. So keep your payment information secure and do not share it with anyone. Then if you are going to be doing in-person application, that means you'll be going to the embassy yourself. Attend the interview alone. You don't need to bring anyone with you, except if you are going as a family. But if you are going all alone by yourself, you need to go all alone. They will ask you, they won't even allow the person that is not supposed to join you on the interview to go with you. So if you are going, ensure that you attend the interview alone with yourself. Do not bring anyone that you don't trust or that you don't understand with you. Then be prepared for the interview and bring all your required documents, and ensure that you keep them in a file or in an envelope, well secure. Don't just scatter all your documents. Don't just scatter them. Ensure that a day before you are going to the embassy for your interview, ensure that you have everything secured and keep together, so that you don't get there and you remember that, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that, because it may be very difficult for you to get another appointment. Once you are given an appointment, once you have sent your visa application form to them, or you went there to drop it in person, they will give you a time to come for the interview. It might be 10 a.m. That's why you hear stories like people going there to sleep over. Maybe the person is living very far. Some will go and sleep over. Some will go and look for hotels nearby where they can stay, so that they will not miss that appointment, so that you not miss that, because if you miss it, then there's trouble. So in order to avoid that, that's why you see that people will always like to look for every means to ensure that they don't miss up. So imagine you are there already, and it is almost your time to get in, and that's when you just remember, you just decided to check all your documents that you have been asked to bring along for the interview, and you now discover that, oh, I did not remember to my passport page, my this, my that, I left that at home. Do you think it will be very, very appropriate for you at that point to now, there's nobody you can even talk to. You can't talk to anybody to say, please, I want to go and come back, because the security and every other person there, they don't have any business with you. You deal with them directly, and they are the ones that they know when, what they are supposed to, what time that is convenient that they are supposed to give to you. So you may not see anybody. That means you have to go and reapply or something. So please try and avoid that. Then please, another thing is that keep your personal and financial information secure, and never share it with any unauthorized individuals or companies. While you are there, even there, you know all these agents, they are everywhere. Some people will even walk up to you while you are on the queue, when it is yet your time to be called in for the interview. Some people can still walk up to you and say that they can help you. They are staff of the embassy. They are this, they are that. They can come and ask you questions. Can we have a look at your documents? Let us help you. You need to be very careful of all of these people. You need to be very, very careful. Once you have done what you are supposed to do, they have replied you and they have told you all the documents that you are supposed to bring. Once you are at the embassy, you don't need to talk to anybody there. You don't need anybody's, you don't need anybody's advice or asking anybody any question. All the questions that you need to ask, they've given you the opportunity to do that even before you come to them. So once you are there, you have to wait when it is your turn so that you can be called in. So it is very, very important when you start asking questions and this person know maybe this is your first time at the embassy. First time of coming to the embassy, when they know all of this thing, they know people that have been coming, because when you get there, you see the way people that have been traveling, the way they will do there, you will understand that these ones, they are not first timer. And all these agents are always there because of first timers that have just coming for the first time to the embassy. So they can use that opportunity to manipulate you. When you start asking questions from them, you want to know this, what kind of question they will ask you, what kind of things do they do there, and all of that. Please, you need to be very, very careful. Then keep records of transactions. Keep records of all your transactions, all your payments, including your receipts and invoices, the receipt for your visa application, everything, every receipt that you've collected concerning the process of this. Please ensure that you keep, because you may need them. Something may happen and you may be asked to go and bring all this receipt. That's why it's very important that you keep them. I remember I've talked about how you must always be keeping receipts here. I've talked about it. So please keep your receipt. There are red flags to watch out for. Red flags to watch out for. Be careful of companies or individuals who are not licensed or registered to provide visa application services. They must be registered. If it is a company, ensure that you know. Go and Google about them on the net to ensure, to know that they are registered. And if it is an individual, ensure that this person too is a registered agent that is registered to do something like this. If not, please don't have anything to do with them, because before you know it, you are going to be scammed. Then be very careful of companies or individuals who are unresponsive or not communicating. If you are dealing with them, you're asking them questions, they don't respond on time, they don't give you what you need, you should know that they lack understanding about what you want. So please just leave them. Don't do any business with them. Then be very careful of companies and individuals who are unclear about their services or their fees. Like you're asking them about their services. Can I get testimonials? Can I talk to people that you have done this for so that I can be convinced? And they are not giving you any of this. You should definitely know that they are scammers. They don't have any business being in this kind of business. So after applying, keep your application information secure and do not share it with anybody. Every photocopies, everything that you have done after applying, please keep them. Then always monitor your email and phone for updates, because after you have applied, they are going to get back to you, like giving you when you are supposed to come for interview, or telling you that your visa is ready, because you are going to tell them, maybe they are going to, you have a place that you want to pick it, or you want to come in person. All these things are things that they will ask you. So once you are giving them all this information, you have to make sure that you are monitoring your email and your phone for updates of, oh, you have been, congratulations, you have been given your visa, please pick it up at so place. You must monitor all of these things and make sure that you don't do without them. Then be very careful of scams and do not respond to emails or phone calls claiming to be from the embassy or consulate. Please be very, very careful of this. Now, if you discover that somebody, you suspect a scam, maybe the person you are dealing with, you suspect that this person, this individual or organization is a scam, or they are a scam, what do you need to do? You need to report the incident to the relevant authorities immediately, or your local police department. Then seek professional advice before you go further from a licensed immigration attorney or a reputable visa consulting firm, where you know that maybe you've made a mistake and you just suddenly realize that, oh my God, please go and talk to all of these people. They can help you out. Then maybe they keep asking you for money. Immediately you realize that something is not, you suspect that something is not right. Please don't send any more money to them, or make any further payments, or make any further relationship or connection with them. Just stop anything that you are doing with them. Once you are able to do that, I'm telling you, you are going to be free from all their troubles, and you are not going to fall victim of any visa application scam. Following these safety tips, I'm telling you, you can protect yourself and your family from visa application scams and ensure a safe, successful application process. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is or not. So you need to be very careful. If somebody is promising to, under a week, to get you a visa, get you this, get you to Canada, please, you need to be very careful. Don't just move without doing, because if you are not careful, you may be stepping on the wrong toes, and that will not be your portion in Jesus' name. So to this, I've come to the end of today's episode of Life Tips Visa Application Safety Tips. So for many of you that you want to jackpot and you have been defrauded in the past, now you know what you are supposed to do. And if you are a first timer in this business, now you know the way to go about, so that you don't get scammed. Thank you everyone who has been part of today's episode of Life Tips. Thank you production crew for making today's production a great success. Until I come your way again on another exciting episode of Life Tips. Don't forget, on Life Tips, we will always help you to stay alert so that you don't get scammed. Thank you and God bless you.